So it's really freaking early right now. Earlier than I'm used to it being. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I used to wake up this early, but the last few weeks I haven't been. We've been on vacation and stuff, but getting at it today. Day 1 of 75 hard, and waking up early, 5 o'clock. Gonna do my morning prayer. Then around 6, I'm gonna go outside and work out. Get my first workout in. 7 o'clock, come back in and do some professional development. Maybe do some reading. Do my 10 pages probably of my book for the day. Yeah, just get things going. 8 o'clock is breakfast time. So, but I'll go over that later. You know, some of my tasks and stuff. But it's early. Gotta get going. So I like my coffee. I don't know. I went to Nicaragua a few years ago. They pretty much just boiled coffee and it was fine. I'm not a coffee snob in a sense that I need every little thing perfect, but I do like this is done. It's kind of like a pour over, but not really. So anyway, I have this fancy teapot kettle. It's not fancy anymore because it's been through the ringer. I've had it for, over 5-8 years, something like that. And yeah, so I just basically just scoop the coffee in there, let it soak, like steep in there on its own, and I just pour it out. So it's a little gritty sometimes, but it's okay. It makes you tough. I also start off the day with about 5 glasses of water. I'll drink 2 big glasses, 2 big mason jar glasses. You can see it has like a 20 on the top. That's 20 ounces. 40 ounces right off the bat, and just to kickstart things. That gives me five glasses already, and with those 5 glasses, I'm already a quarter of the way done. I'm not a quarter, more than a quarter of the way done with my 1 gallon of water for the day. So there you have it. Bottoms up. So as you can tell, it's a little dark in here right now. Right now my coffee's steeping, so I'm gonna talk to you while this is happening. Normally as a filmmaker, I would just be like, oh, we gotta have all the lights on, we gotta clean everything up, then we can shoot it and make everything perfect, because that's kind of where I come from as a commercial filmmaker and producer. It's like everything needs to be clean, lights can be perfect. I'm trying this out for you guys. So the lights are dim. This is how I normally wake up. You're getting the real deal. I normally don't talk this much, so you're kind of making me blab a whole bunch right now. You don't start talking until about 8 o'clock because I don't have anybody to talk to except for between me and God. And so I don't talk out loud. So you're getting me talking right now. And I won't be able to talk to my kids later because I'll be using up all my words. So anyway, just a thought. Nothing has to be perfect right now. And I'm going to embrace that for this video series. All right, so Operation Deflate the New Orleans belly is on the way for the next 75 days. About to hop in and do my first workout. Man, I really need to mow the grass. You can't really tell from here, but the grass is tall. It's been a couple weeks. So I'll do that this week as well. I woke up this morning, weighed about 177, which is a little bit on the high end, but I know it's just all the junk food and alcohol I was drinking last week. I kind of went overboard. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go on a 75-day challenge and I'll lose it quick. I'll probably lose most of that, get back down around 170 by the end of the week, just because I know my body, it's holding on to a bunch of sugar and salt right now. So once I sweat it out, get some clean food in me, by the end of the week I'll probably be back down around I'd say 172, 173. I'll probably lose about 5 pounds. Even today I'll probably lose about 3 pounds. That's just, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying that's my body. I can feel it. If I can feel it in my gut, it needs to be released. So let's go pop this belly. Hey Camilla, what you doing, girl? Oh, it's Camilla. It's Camilla. She likes to bow down to me. She says, you are my king, I shall bow down. But it also makes it hard on me to bend over and pet her. Come on, girl. Good girl. That freaking sucked. Just sweating bullets. A, it's hot. It's like 80 degrees. It's only 6 o'clock in the morning. B, sweating out all kinds of toxins. I can just tell my head's like all kinds of crazy right now. So it's good. It's a good thing. it's gonna suck later today for the second workout, which I'm probably just gonna do a walk, but it'll get easier and easier every day. Actually, next couple of days are probably gonna be harder. Then after that, it should be good. My dog is being a spaz right now. She's like running through my garden. Anyway, it's garden time. Just got through working out, catching my breath. Gonna water the garden. It's been a couple days, and so what we do is turn on water right here at the well, because you know, we have well water out here. There we have it. There's the well, the home, the tall grass, which I need to mow this week, and that's where I worked out, right over there. That's my office slash workout area, building thing. So here we go, going to the garden. Well, I was gonna walk around and show you the garden, but it's being watered right now, and which is a good thing. I gotta water the garden because it's been hot in the last couple of days. I like to do the watering in the morning or in the evening. Some morning though, I feel like it drinks better in the morning. Probably all in my head. Look how beautiful that is behind me, don't you think? But yeah, I can show you right now actually. We have a little yellow squash there. These are all potatoes. They're starting to die off, which is a good thing, because after the leaves kind of fall down, that means you can start, ooh, I'm getting a little wet. You can start picking out potatoes. And I can actually probably start doing it now, but not right now. But got some chard. I'll probably eat that this morning. I gotta de-weed this thing, man. We went on vacation last week and it is like all covered in weeds, and that'll suck the nutrients right out of these plants. So I gotta get that out of there pronto. Right here, got a little baby watermelon coming up, and I think there's another one. Seen a few over here. There's one over there. Ooh, getting wet. We got some corn coming up. Not quite ready yet, but almost. Here's how many calories are burned. At least according to my watch away. It's probably, do that again. Probably about, you know, I'd probably take about 100 from that. Let's just say 500 for safety. All right, so jumping in today, I got all my fans on, so it's a little loud. But here's my my task for today, for this week, really. Just kind of want to share this along with you. Let me turn to the right page. There's a blank check. Don't mind that. So the first thing I have up here, I don't know if you can see it, but 75 hard task. Already started that working out today. Good stuff. Drinking water. I'm on my like 13th cup of water. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. I got some projects to do today, a lot of client work since I was off last week, so I got to catch up on some things. Primarily, I have this some edits for a video game I'm editing for. I'm not editing the video game itself, but it's some promotional stuff. So I'm doing some video game promotional teasers for an agency, and then also I have to probably in the first hour or so, there's a couple small changes I have on a political spot I need to do for a candidate up in New York. So I got to make some small changes in there with some branding. I had some I did a rough cut, you know, and I chose my own fonts, and now I got to change it to the brand's fonts, change it to the brand's colors, that sort of thing. Shouldn't take too long. And then I have another project I got to pull up from the depths of like a year, maybe 2 years ago now. I can't remember, with COVID, everything kind of runs together with all the lockdowns and stuff. But I got to pull that up and change out some images. I think the images need to be updated and more modernized, something like that. So that's what I'm going to do first thing in the morning, is knock out these small changes, get them out of the way, get them out of my head, and then move on to the bigger stuff like this video game. A lot more full-length stuff there. Then also today, I also want to go and do a niche finder, which is part of the Think Media team. They have a course about finding your niche. I'm still digging into that a little bit more as I service my clients. I have a niche right now, but I'm trying to figure out how to share it. And that's why I'm doing this right here. So then I have a discovery call later today with an agency, and also a lead call, or a potential client call today, a sales call, if you want to call it that. There you go. Yeah, that's it. And for the week, I have, my 3 tasks. You can't read these. I should probably go digital and show you there. But I'm going to launch and work a webinar funnel that I just built a couple weeks ago. It's all about building your personal brand, and really it's just to, gain leads and service people with some free content so they can learn how to grow their own personal brand using video content. And and I'm starting this blog. It's also on my list this week as well. And then to do 75 hard daily. I really want to get my health back on track, get my habits back in order, so I can start feeling better and get my energy back. So there you have it. There's the task for the day. Now it's 9:20 in the morning. I have about 40 minutes before my first phone call today, so I'm going to knock out some of these quick changes, get it done. All right, I'm about to knock out
So I did some little things already with a couple little tasks I just need to get out of the way, which was a 15-second spot for that guy in, for that candidate in New York. Also knocked out those image changes for an older project, got those going. Now I'm hopping into something a little bit different, deeper, richer, and you can kind of see here it's for a video game. Got some characters. I need to animate in and out, put on a background. It's for, it's for 9x16, for like Snapchat, TikTok, all that stuff. So sorry I can't think very well. My brain's kind of mushy. I'm hungry right now because of that workout this morning. So I'm starving, and I'm gonna hit this hard for about 45 minutes. Hopefully get some good traction. Go get some lunch, come back, and I got a phone call at 1 o'clock I gotta take. So there you have it. All right, now it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've done a whole bunch of just catching up, really, just getting done with some of those little ticky-tacky things, catching up some projects. Project that was gonna be a fast turnaround that was due like tomorrow, got put on hold. Just the nature of the beast happens a lot. Same thing, I had a project happen to me like that last week, 2 weeks ago too, was all gonna be due like on Monday. And like, we actually don't, it's not due on Monday anymore. Like, oh, okay, so I gotta sit around on this and just wait, and hopefully they don't pick it apart until the deadline. That's my biggest fear. It's like, oh, now that we have time, let's just start picking things apart. I like deadlines so we can get things done, get it out the door. But yeah, so this is gonna be put on hold for a couple of days now. So I'm on hold for it. I actually gotta make it go from English to Spanish, which takes a little bit of time. But anyway, that's side note. So I did that. I just finished the video game edit. I'm about to send that off for review. And now I have a sales call in about 40 minutes. I'm gonna do a little research on the company, sales call, discovery call, whatever you want to call it. Really, it's just getting to know somebody. It's not really a sales call. I don't care if I make a sale or not. It's really just see if we can help each other out. I can help them out. They can help me out. That sort of thing. And then, yeah, the rest of the day I'm just gonna be finalizing stuff, and hopefully get out of here a little early so I can get my second workout in and moving and grooving. Also, I've already hit my 1 gallon of water for the day. 1 gallon of water for today, which is in this glass right here. 1 gallon. It's 2 o'clock. I've peed a whole bunch, which is awesome. And yeah, that's all I want to say. I had my one workout. I already did my reading. I took my picture, and now I have to do my other workout. Just eat clean. Yeah, no alcohol. The big thing about this whole thing was that I was drinking a whole bunch, and it was starting to take control over me. So it wasn't like I was like damaging my family or anything, but I don't want to get to that point, obviously. But it was definitely taking a toll on my mental capacity. So I was more tired, my energy levels were down. You just wake up feeling the next day like you just can't put in 100%, so you're only running about 80%. And I want to run at 150 freaking percent. You know what I mean? I want to go at it over the next 75 days. I want to go over the next 90 days and just grow. And I need the energy to do that. And I'm ready to do it. I hit like a bottom last week in New Orleans where I was like just tired of, feeling that way, and so I'm just going cold turkey. And I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I need to get clean for a while, get my head on straight so I can have energy and so I can go at it 150, 200%. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so right now I'm kind of just wrapping up the day. Busy day, lots of stuff. It's about 4:45. I am exhausted right now. I still have one more workout to do, but right now I am kind of just going through. You can kind of see here, going through some just kind of thinking time about some next steps for me in building this YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm doing these process videos right here, as you're seeing now, but I'm also thinking about how, thinking about videos I can create for the algorithm, to be honest with you. There's tons of vlogs, right? But you gotta have something that's searchable. You gotta have content that people want to find that say like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do this? So right now I'm kind of exploring some things because I'm gonna have some of those videos as well. There's gonna be some teaching in these videos, but there's gonna be a lot of high value teaching. The other one's more formal and more, more of like what you normally see on YouTube, right? As far as how-to and training type videos, that sort of thing. Really just to kind of offload some of my expertise and what I'm going through, what I'm learning that week. So I'm thinking about a couple things, obviously there's these, and you'll learn how I'm sort of growing my own business. And I also have some other thoughts about, hey, here's what I'm learning this week as I grow my business. Here's some things that I can teach you as well. So it's really, how to teach the next generation who are, slightly behind where I am or younger than I am, and they want to get to the next level. So I make probably about 200K a year at what I do. And who are the people who want to get up above 100K, right? How can I teach them some things to get to that level? So I got to put that in there. And also, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing post-production, video editing, motion design for 15 years. How can I impart some wisdom onto them without getting too big into the weeds of all the technical stuff? Because I don't want to be a technical guy. I don't want to teach you how to do After Effects. I don't want to teach advanced motion design theory and advanced editing techniques. I might teach a little bit of that, but I don't want this to be a channel that's all about that. There's plenty of those channels that probably guys can do it better than I can, explain it better than I can. I can do this stuff in my sleep, but I wouldn't know how to teach it. And I don't really care to teach it, to be quite honest with you. But I do want to teach you how to get better at the business of creativity, teach you how to get better at the business of editing and motion design and things like that, and the business of creativity, the business of running a creative, solo thing right now, which I'm trying to grow to multiple people. So that's it. So right now I'm sort of like diving into both my passion, proficiency, and what's also profitable. So some of my passions include, professional development. I'm always reading. I'm always following people online on how to grow, how to get better. It's business development. It's really improving myself professionally and personally. I like being healthy. I like some other passions I'm into is my family. I'm passionate about alternative living, like living differently. We live out in the country. We compost. We grow a garden. We do things differently than most people do. We don't watch that much TV. I know as an editor, I don't watch. Well, maybe watch 1 hour of TV a day, and it's not even really anything. Just that kind of like we homeschool and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's sort of my passions, is to sort of, let me just write that down actually. It's really about, how can I teach others to live an exceptional life? That's sort of the big goal, right? So I'm just that's kind of my passion, is to do that. You can go beyond yourselves if you just have the right tools and the right concepts and the right ideas and the right mindset, right? And then I want to go in, and then the next P is proficiency. This is all part of Sean Cannell's Niche Finder course. Next thing is proficiency. So things like, I'm proficient in post-production, so editing, motion design, telling stories with raw footage. Like, I'm really good at short form video. Anything that's below 1 minute, I can crank out in no time and make really good money doing that. Really, clients always come back to me for all this short form video. I'm awesome at that. I can do long form too, but short form is my jam. So I'm trying to figure out, all right, I'm very proficient in short form. I'm very proficient in timing, highlight reels, storytelling in a short amount of time, really editing things down to their essence, right? It's simplicity. Let me write that down too. Simplicity. I'm also good at creativity, with big ideas, with starting new things, coming up with concepts. Good with visual language and design. Let me write that down. Design. So yeah, these are things that I'm proficient in. I'm good at running my business up to the point that I've run it at. Right. I'm learning how to get to the next level. But what I do well, because I've been able to repeat it for the past 2, 3, 4 years. I've been making over 150K every single year for the past 3 years. I'm on track to make over 200K this year, and I'm hoping the next half of the year, which is now starting in about a month, I can double that and maybe even make 300K. Just kind of depending on where this all takes me. That's the idea. But 200K is what I'm on track to do for sure. And so I can repeat what I've done over the past 3 years. Now, how do I actually scale? And so by scaling, I'm doing stuff like delegating, yada yada. I can get on that later. Anyway, so the next thing is the next P is profitability. So what's profitable? Well, what I've been doing is profitable, right? Editing for agencies, editing for companies and brands. I've been doing it for brands for a long time. Big brands like like Chrysler, Volkswagen, some household brands, a lot of politicians. I do a lot of political work. So how can I take that and bring it into the world of YouTube and teaching people, right? It'll be a very narrow niche to our very small target audience to get into people who just want to do politics, right? That's a very small audience. I feel like we all know each other, but maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking too small. So some things that are profitable is telling stories for brands and personal brands, personal branding via video, which is something I'm exploring on the side right now with cold outreach. Is like I'm reaching out to people who want to grow their brand using video. So that's something I'm playing with. I'm focusing on that as far as my cold outreach, and then my inbound outreach is more of this stuff like creativity, which I'm kind of playing with as well. Profitable, I can edit, I can do motion design, I can execute all day long, right? So how can I scale that and make it profitable? How can I do that with YouTube? And the thing is, like I said, I don't want to be a technical channel. I don't want to be a channel that teaches you how to edit. I'm sorry, I don't want to do it. I can teach you on the business of editing, the business of motion design and editing and running a creative studio, but I cannot teach. I do not want to teach the other stuff. I just don't. I'm over software. I mean, software's great. It's supposed to do its job. I'm software agnostic. If something comes on the scene tomorrow and I have to edit with it, I'll do it. So yeah, that's sort of the things, the 3 Ps, and I have to do whatever I can do to see if it supports my lifestyle and where I actually want to go. What actually lights up the fire inside of me, what actually gets me excited. So that's where I'm going. Anyway, wrapping up the day, doing that. What did I do today? Let's do a recap and see if I actually got everything done I wanted to do. I think I did, plus and then some. So what I did today, so, you know, actually this got pushed. All my calls got pushed today, which is kind of a good thing because I'm kind of tired. So I'll scratch that off. I just did that a little bit. I knocked out some edits for clients. I did this today and I'm still on task to do this. I got one more workout to do. So there you have it. I had a phone call with some people today and this is just an outline of my day. Pretty good. I'm getting off at 5, so on track to go. So there you have it, wrapping up day 1 of vlogging. Maybe next time I'll actually whip out my DSLR to do it. But I really just want to get in and go raw with this. And it's hot as hell outside. So I got my AC and the fans cranking. So it's probably really janky and noisy, but whatever. So if you liked what you saw today and you want to see more vlogs like this, please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to keep doing this. I'm probably going to keep doing it anyway. And as I refine my process of making these, I'll actually make them a little bit more, have a little more point to them. And yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't. Share it with somebody you think find this valuable. All those call to actions. Lovely, lovely. Thanks a lot.